It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a can of Brewdog Self-Assembly Pope coming in at 7.4% ABV. It's an Imperial coconut porter. The reason why I say it's an Imperial coconut porter is that I had to check rate beer. Very rarely do I check rate beer because there's no hint of a style on this can, and I need to be able to tell you guys what this is. So anyway, let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. I hope this is not the fashion going forward. I'll talk about that in a minute. Beer in the glass. Oh blimey, it looks fantastic. Fair play. Two finger tan coloured head jet black beer in the glass. It looks fantastic, very clear, nice levels of carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah, Imperial coffee, Imperial coconut porter, should I say. Hints of coffee, hints of chocolate, hints of caramel, lots of coconut, lots of vanilla. Should we dive in? Cheers. Oh, looks good. Aroma was okay-ish, but the taste is absolutely fantastic. What a beer, what a beer. Lovely ramping bitterness on the back end. It's an underlying bitterness that just coats your palate and hangs about. I like it. I like that about the beer. It's not too sweet for a coconut porter. It's nicely carbonated. It's got a lovely, longing, wrapping, medium mouthfeel. The coconut bursts through on the middle of the palate. There's hints of raisin and fig in there. Lots of vanilla. The coconut flavour, the coconut mixed with the bitterness on the back end is sweet coconut and bitterness, and it just carries on, hammering your palate. Hammer. Hits your palate. Still now, after that sip I took. The initial flavour is very sweet. There's some cocoa chocolate mixed with coconut, and there's a little bit of caramel in there, a little bit of bitterness from the coffee, and that's your roasted malts coming through. I think it's brilliant. Stone the Crows! Stone the Crows. Do I often stone the Crows of Brewdog beer? I should do it more often. They still produce great beer, I think. There you go. Self-Assembly Pope. Let's have a look at the conditioning on the beer then. Let's rock this beer back and forth so you can see that lovely carbonation chasing the head up the side of the glass. Fabulous. Nice lacing on the glass. Look at that. It's a very well put together beer. Am I surprised? No, not really. I think generally Brewdog, with their canning line and their bottling line and everything else they do, they produce some good stuff. There's been one or two which I've not been overly in love with, but I mean, you can't love every beer that comes out of a brewery, can you? Most have been excellent though. I'd say 8 out of 10 of the beers have been absolutely excellent. So just to wrap it up then, a lot of sweetness up front, lots of coconut, lots of vanilla, nice bitterness on the back end, nicely carbonated, really good mouthfeel, coconut, vanilla, caramel, cocoa chocolate. Yeah, it's quite brilliant. Quite a brilliant beer. I like it. Not too much on the can these days. If you want to have a little read, you pause the video now while it's in focus. Have a read. But other than that, I'm going to rate this 7.4% ABV beer in a 330 can. And I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Brewdog Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. I promised to talk to you about styles. I'm ever so sorry. I've just caught me then before I switched the review off. There was one thing that concerned me. I'll be very quick with it. There's a brewery have just opened up in Bristol. I cannot remember the name of the brewery. I do apologise, but they insist not to put their style or what the style of beer is on the label. And okay, they want to be a bit different. That's fine. They can be a bit different, but Brewdog have always named their styles. They've always said what something is. So going forward, I would like to see, without me having to read this and go, what the bloody hell's this now? Self-assembly Pope. You can read the ingredients and probably guess, but you couldn't be too sure. So before going into the review, I wanted to double check, and I had to go to Rate Beer to check what style this beer was. And Rate Beer tell me it's an Imperial coconut porter. So that's what I'm going to name the video. I pretty much agree with that. But please, Brewdog, going forward, please just name the style of the beer. I just want to, most people want to know. Well, most people want to know. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.